due time, he passed away, and the men who had the job of repainting his cell were impressed by the words. Before the paintbrushes had obliterated them, one of the men jotted them down, and thus they were preserved. With poem in hand, Lehman went to the piano. On the spur of the moment, he began to voice the words to the melody. They fit perfectly. It was a miracle. Lehman's song was then published with these words as the last stanza. It is within recent years that I have become acquainted with the facts that make the writing of this song an even greater miracle. I have found that the original third stanza was written in Hebrew around the year 1000 by Meir ben Isaac Nahor, a Jewish rabbi. I like to feel that God, knowing that Lehman was going to write a song, also realized that Lehman would have trouble writing the third stanza. So he chose this rabbi, who, though not accepting Christ as a Messiah, did possess the skills to graphically paint a picture of God's love in words. He would preserve these words, and then hundreds of years later, they would be translated, and to think that it fit the exact meter that Lehman had written. Let's sing number 130, The Love of God. The love of God is greater far than tongue can ever tell. It goes beyond the highest star and reaches to the lowest hell. The guilty pair bowed down with care. God gave his son to win his erring child. He reconciled and pardoned from his sin. Oh, love of God, how rich and pure, how measureless and strong, it shall forevermore endure. The saints, the angels' song. When years of time shall pass away, and earthly thrones and kingdoms fall, when men who hear refuse to pray, on rocks and hills and mountains call, God's love so sure shall still endure, all measureless and strong, redeeming grace to Adam's race, the saints, the angels' song. Oh, love of God, how rich and pure, how measureless and strong, it shall forevermore endure, the saints and angels' song. Could we with ink the ocean fill, and were the skies of parchment made, were every star on earth a quill, and every man a scribe by trade, to write the love of God above would drain the ocean dry, nor could the scroll contain the whole, though stretched from sky to sky. Oh, love of God, how rich and pure, how measureless and strong, it shall forevermore endure, the saints and angels' song. And if you turn over to number 247, 247, let's stand as we sing The Old Rugged Cross.